So, let's begin. I made 3 characters that look like me. The character creation supposedly allows you to have up to 8 trillion different looks. But there's no hip slider and chest slider. So there's customizability, but not as much as some games. But it's so much better than previous Diablo game customizability, right? So I tried to make a couple of characters that look like me. I made a Necromancer, a Rogue, and a Druid. I'm not quite clear on what character I'm going to play yet, and what do you guys think I will enjoy the most? This is the closest I can get it to look like me for a Necromancer. Here's the closest I can make it look like to me in the Rogue. Of course, I did choose for the bearded one. I want to let people know that I can grow a little beard and it would look a little bit like this. I have picture evidence to prove it. And then finally, the Druid. Well, there's not much we could do there for body shape. That's pretty much how they come, right off the shelf. I tried to make the hair look like me, the jowls, the chin, the nose, the eyes. It's really, and even the hair, but it's really not close enough. So what do you think? Rogue, Necro, or Druid? Necro? Perfect, that's my favorite class as well. Let's jump into it. Rogue, do not go Druid, DPS sucks.
I should find better shelter before I freeze.
Alright, I am gonna go play with Candy Bombers if he's available. Alright, let's go on. Got better when you joined party. Is that consistent now? Is it worse again? After we joined party, or it's fine now? It's fine for now? Alright, let me know. I will be skipping dialogue this time around. You can lead the way, if you like, Logan. Ah, he's Druid and he's Logan.
Another abandoned town. Demons.
Yeah, I should have probably updated my drivers.
In the dark.
Greetings.
Logan is Candy Bombers. Oh, Q's potion. What's going on here?
Also, this madman just come. I'll explain.
Hey, man.
Hey, show. How is it going? What are you streaming these days? BGs? Yeah, I'm speed running. You see how fast I'm going? Diablo as well. Cool, cool, cool.
Let me help you out.
A warm.
Could you protect us from
What level are you, show?
Evil is gathering.
Really?
Let's drink.
Fire's looking good.
But I should watch it a little longer to make sure it doesn't go out.
Yeah, level 100 soft score. Oh, dude, you've been grinding. You like the game? How much is the game? I think it's $70 now. You can press exclamation mark Diablo to see. I guess we should just skip the small little skeletons. We don't need to kill everything we find. Our maximum amount of skeletons is 4, so we can do that at least, and that's gonna help a lot. My initial default go-to mode is to check all the dialogue and to kill every single beast. And in Diablo 1 this was really important, because in Diablo 1 there was a finite amount of creeps. They wouldn't respawn. So you had to kill everything or you literally wouldn't be strong enough to take on Diablo when you finally get there. And even then it was still pretty hard. But because of respawning creeps, it's totally fine. Soon when I'm walking for a bit, I'm gonna be checking out some of the different skill builds. I generally like either Golem or Poison. There's some kind of spell casting Necro. Classic Necros, of course, Skeletons. And I presume skeletons are always in some capacity part of your build. I mean, is it... Okay, I know many of you have played lots of D4. Is it possible to find something extremely good from a chest right here in the opening tutorial? My guess would be no. Yeah. So, all this doesn't matter. This is still the tutorial, right? Where do I see how many skeletons I have? I guess visual confirmation only. There is no indicator yet of how many you have. Yeah, I'm gonna spend my skill points soon. S, I guess? Unlock skills within the skill tree. I mean, I don't really need it yet. Let me see. A. Ah, A. Okay. I believe you can still take them back early on. And then later, like, you spend no gold yet. And then later you can take them back. And as it gets higher and higher level, you won't be able to do that anymore. I mean, not for free. You can still do it, but not for free. Honestly, the first time I played Diablo 4, I was trying to experience the story. And that's really... I don't know, I'll just go for anything. I was really trying to experience the story. And I think it's pretty good, decent, but that's never truly what Diablo was about, right? It's grinding. The story is better here on D4. Is D4 your favorite story, Grasmokan? Story's good enough in this. I've always liked Diablo's story. Diablo 1, 2. 3 was okay. 1, I loved it. D2 was really good. And what I played so far from D4 was good too. I love the scene that we get to later, where the good churchgoers go mad. Decompose. What does this do anyway? Tear the flesh from an enemy, forming a usable corpse. Oh, it's a channel. Ah. Huh. But it's not a lot of damage. Hemorrhage. Am I hemorrhaging in? Bone splinters. How do I Can I change this? Well, I don't have time to read the skills yet. Oh yeah, I remember now. These are the resource generators. And it... Oh, I remember now, okay. These are the real spells. There we go. That's the real damage. Good.
Thanks for a wonderful stream. Unfortunate that only before my time go to sleep.
Did I forget something? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, stream a little later. I'm not playing hardcore now. Harmonious Relic. Cooldown reduction. Oh, this is two-handed. Okay, cool. Logan is initiating content that requires the full party. Yep. The number of skeletons bottom right of the mana bubble. Oh, okay, good. Oh, it's just not overlaid on the main screen somewhere disembodied. That's a nice subtle way of showing it.
Truly. Ha! By the lost souls.
I kind of wanted to see some of those cutscenes. Well, we've seen them before. Is there an option? There's an option to move, interact only on mouse button, so you can move freely without accidentally attacking. Right, and normal attack sucks anyway, right? And how do I do that option? How far you played into the game before? I think I got to Act 2. The city with the very melancholy music. I think Act 2. Let me see. Blood Lance. It lingers in an enemy. Draw blood from enemies. Unleash concentrated blight. Sever. That's pretty cool. Options control force move. Options control force move. Force move. Left click, I suppose. Move, interact, basic skill slot like this.
Only fire can cleanse the darkness in this
And
place.
how do I attack now? I guess holding shift.
I will prepare the torch.
Blood petals. Like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
If this is the church scene, I do want to see it again. You have to rebind other stuff now, like basic skill. I do want to see this one more time. This is too good. At least until the killing. I think this is one of my favorite Blizzard cinematics. I also really like the Diablo 2 cinematic with Marius. Most people use force move on mouse wheel up down, but you gotta remove this. Oh. I mean, I guess I'll just change back to what it was. I had no issue with it. Take it, Tyrael. Take it, Tyrael. Look what it has done to me.
Shameful.
You have done very well, Marius. And now you shall have your reward.
And yet you stray from it at every opportunity. You drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
How does the sponsorship work? Is it managed by Twitch? It's not managed by Twitch, but they do have a sponsorship tool, which is part of Twitch's website, yeah. Which is the little banner at the top, which is clickable. So if you click the banner tab right, it takes you to where you can buy D4.
My children. The lords of hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you.
faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire.
I like that she's not like
and
a
turned
classical
into a
villain.
prisoner.
Everything she
Reveal
says
yourself.
sounds somewhat reasonable.
Break the chains
Break chains is a good thing.
and discover who you were meant to be.
Be your authentic self. It's a good thing. This is very good mental health.
Break the chains
Okay, wait.
and
Now,
be beautiful in sin.
hold on a second. I'm not sure that part is 100% endorsed by psychotherapists.
Resist! Resist her temptation!
I love the look of ecstasy and surprise she has.
Vani, it's me. I brought your child into this world.
I'll never get enough of this cutscene. Alright, I've seen the best part. Let's go next. We just have to see that.
You came to thank the light.
F in her eye.
You collapsed inside.
I sense a soul in search of answers. Okay, quest log. Let's switch the controls back to defaults. So I was fine with it.
I cannot do that here.
Oh, I'm going here. There's a move interact option. You chose the wrong one. I mean, it really didn't bother me, guys, to attack when I hit things. Altars of Lilith. They grant permanent stat boost to all characters on this realm. I think we don't need to be here. Do we need to click it? Or is it enough if my ally clicks it? Oh. Ah, nice. Cool. Dexterity has been increased by 2 for all characters on this realm. View wide to check challenges. Oh, nice. And do they give bonus experience or loot, these challenges? Did I finish? No, I did not. In fact, we will finish. Greed Shrine. Ah yeah, the quest area is always marked. Perfect. Yeah, we will play Warcraft again. Shokokugo. Soon. This skill looks really cool. I wish they would remove basic skills and just bring back mana pots. Yeah, you'd be surprised a lot of people in games actually don't like mana potions. Like the whole hassle with drinking them and stuff. I think it's always good to be critical and see, do we like it because it was the system, or do we like it because it's a good system?
Roads blocked.
And I'm with you that I find mana pots familiar, but it is a lot of busy work. Yeah, like, once you get good at mana pots and you interact with the system well.
What are you hiding back here?
You, it becomes so second nature that it ceases to become like a relevant resource as well. I don't like the extra wear and tear on my wrist from spamming basic skills. I mean, technically, you're spamming mana pots too, no? A little bit. I see what you're. I see what you guys are saying.
Lilith's evil is spreading.
Hi Grubby, thanks for the many YouTube uploads. I've been really enjoying them. You even motivated me to play Shift against bots again. Thanks, Nick Smile.
Cheers, dude. Happy to hear it. Thank you, man. And you're welcome. My favorite opponents are always the pudgy ones. Most endgame builds don't even need basic skills. Resource regeneration is done via passives with legendary item effects. Ah, I think I missed the quest.
Never thought I'd live to see your
Oh yeah. I went past here twice. We just went too fast, right? Like we need to guard him up, like take him up. Now he will move on. This is my third time past this part in the game because I played Necromancer and I played Sorceress on my first playthrough.
To enter the city, you must
We have no time for this.
We have to declare our sins.
To enter.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine and inscribe it with the sin which troubles you.
How is D4 compared to D2? Sorry for broad question. So D2 was the genre-defining ARPG.
The light burn away your sin.
And unless you're playing D2 already, when Remastered came out, Remastered doesn't change it a whole lot, right? It's the same game. With a bit of rebalancing, but much more beautiful graphics. I think D2 Remastered is what you want a remaster to be. Not Reforged, but D2, right? D2 is a much older game, which means that it came out in a different age when demands from gamers were different. They were different than they are now. And a lot of people who are nostalgic about D2 think D2 is totally perfect the way it is and cannot be improved upon. So anything that deviates, D2 player may not like as much. Of course, no one can be fully grouped and stereotyped by one opinion. Everyone is different. And D4 uses a lot of different systems, both from ARPG, from D2 itself, from D3, from RPGs, like MMORPGs. So it's a mixture of a lot of different systems. And they're trying to keep it like more playable for someone that doesn't want to have spreadsheets. If you know any RPGs like that. So you don't need spreadsheets as much, but still a bit more depth in the skill tree. And the goal is entirely around the goal is around streamlined gameplay. So you can jump into it relatively easily, but there's also more depth to sink your teeth into.
He also gave me this amulet.
I don't mean it's like it's a bustling MMORPG. It's not. I'm saying they took some of the systems that are common in MMORPG.
Sworn to protect Sanctuary from demons.
Because you learn more about different game systems as the scene matures.
Domin. His breadth of knowledge about demons.
You already played through, Grubby? What's your rating of the game in Worker 3 stars, 7 out of 10? Yeah, I reviewed D4 during early access, and I gave it a 7 out of 10. And I think it was fun to play. And I had a lot of technical issues, so I had to upgrade my PC.
And they might prove to be useful allies too.
And now it's better, because they made bug fixes, and I upgraded my PC.
Sometimes our part, whether it...
I have like different main games, Atul. right? Usually I main MOBA and RTS games, though I'm also getting into some other games these days. But I really enjoy D4, and the thing is, I need only look at my friend list at any time to see whether it's a good game or a fun game. And I see Decepti, moderator for my stream from years ago, level 77. Heku, I worked together with her for Heroes Hearth, Heroes of the Storm, now D4. Galaris, commentator, host, streaming. Kiwikaki, RTS genius, playing it. Mene, Righteous Nick, like everyone is playing it. So it must be pretty good for all of them to want to be playing. I'm so proud he's getting sponsored by D4. Impressive. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it too. Khalid.
Reverend Mother.
He was but a messenger.
Hey Grubby, if you don't mind my asking, will you ever play WoW again? You know, I've done a lot of things that I didn't initially plan to do, so it's definitely possible. Maybe if I get sponsored to play it, Demon Salad. It's enjoyable. It's just a big commitment game, you know. The game came out like 3 weeks ago. I've played it for longer than I would like to admit.
The new militia recruits.
I guess we don't need to do side quests. Lead the way, Candy. I have new abilities. Cheer at the training militia. Can you micro the skellies? No, they're automated. I'm not playing hardcore because a player of my skill level would never die anyway. And I don't want to have an internet check where if I disconnect, I end up like, you know, losing my character. I just want to keep playing, progress through the story, get to some places I haven't been. I don't appreciate the sarcasm that my very true comment is being met by. Chat. Actually, I'm lying. I appreciate the hell out of it. Story was pretty legit. Enjoyed it a lot. Nice. I think I got to the point where I took a little girl into a cave to get her crazy religious mother back, and that didn't work, and then I had to put her mother down. I enjoyed that storyline so far as I got there. So once I get there, I may start to get in deeper again. What's this? Oh, we don't need to go here. There's a chest though. Is there a chest? Oh! The chest is essentially inside the dungeon. It promises there's going to be a treasure there. Okay, got it. That's at the end of chapter 1. Okay, then I'm at chapter 2. What is the hotkey for quests? Tab, thank you. Oh, wow. Let's go for the main quest. Ask another time, Radical Rat. You should be able to simply press Q. No, that's healing potion. Where's Candy, actually? Oh, other side. No, I was just holding out, Game Captain, for exactly this. Leveling, scaling, so order doesn't matter much, but get a mount in the beginning of Act 4 makes it easier to get around. Right. Is this just a random dungeon? No, this is a quest, right? Travel to Yeleshna. Actually, It's a mini dungeon. Cellar. Hey, treasure goblin. Oh, we gotta do this. It's a treasure goblin. It's not a lot of gold, is it? Is there a bigger reward when you finish it? Nah, he's way too fast.
I'm out of essence.
That is so little gold. Barely worth killing the poor chump. But I've never finished one, so... Oh yeah, I put Alt on always on. So I don't have to spam it. Alright, let's go to the quest. So what do we get? We got this. This. Intelligence.
I'm not ready yet.
We have boots that give shadow resistance. I believe resistance was deemed not to be that good. Oh yeah, space. Yo, follow Sari, thanks dude. Like supposedly resistance wasn't that relevant. Not like in D2. It's the least impactful stat by far right now and they're buffing it. Yeah. Leave it to a large gaming community to find all the optimizations. Armor's better, yeah. We have a new ability. Sever damage along its path. Deals increased damage for each minion you have cast. Create vulnerability. You can right click on the map to get the fastest path to your target. Oh wow! Well, that's really nice. And it follows the roads, so it's not exactly the fastest path, hugging the walls and stuff. But it's the main walking path. Very good. I seem to remember that when you resummon a skeleton, when you already have max amount of skeletons, that it still has benefit. Open the Book of the Dead to select an upgrade. Oh. Yeah, that's cool. Shop.
Greetings, traveler. Behold the marvelous tales I have to offer.
Ah. Collections. Social clan game. Shift C. Okay. Oh yeah. You can raise an additional critical strikes. Ah. Yeah, let's play without skellies. So we get a passive buff from it. Now we have crit chance. Though I suspect it's more efficient to stay with skeletons for now. Are you coming or am I in the wrong spot, Candy Bombers? Oh, there you are. Hey, you can teleport to your friend. If my one buddy who is horrible at gaming can get through D4 campaign on his own, anyone can. You have to be in a town to TP to them.
Greetings from Brazil at Grubby. Hope someday you come to Brazil. You have a lot of fans here.
Thank you.
Take care, traveler.
I have been to Brazil. In Sao Paulo in 2013. The Knight and the Magpie. Go to the mining camp at Pine Hill. The Knight and the Magpie. Let's go for it. Quick merchant trip.
Story changes, but I'm the
No
one
trading
you
here?
talk to.
Okay. I think there is trading here.
Look, I didn't ask for this post, but as long as I'm here,
There we
I
go.
may as well make some money. Don't worry, I'll tithe.
How do you sell? Does he not want to buy it? I think he's not an armorer. We need to go to the armorer. Come with me. Shift left click. Alt left click. Right click.
I'll take.
Cool. All right. Come with me. Yeah, we're gonna Shift C, right? I think this is better. How do I put skeletons back here? On number 1. Press S and drag. Ah, there we go. Later, I may skip being a Necromancer, but not yet. They're way too good right now. How important is durability? I'm totally full on everything. Doesn't seem particularly important yet. Plus, I'll find new stuff. You only lose durability when dying. So another quote-unquote kind of unimportant, annoying mechanic removed to streamline the gameplay.
She did. The Horned Woman.
So that's your softcore punishment for dying. Oh no, it was so hard going back to town to repair. I mean, look, when I evaluate games, right, RTS or otherwise, I try to look at skill expression as well. Enjoyment and skill expression. Those are key. So players feel like it's enjoyable when they do something that they felt was challenging, but they succeed. If you don't succeed, you get frustrated. If you never succeed. If you a little bit don't succeed, but then succeed, that's satisfying. And some people are also perfectly fine with always succeeding, which is also fine. But the worst thing is never succeeding. So if you look at gameplay mechanics and you're trying to judge whether they deserve a place in the game or not, check, are they enjoyable? And is it challenging enough, and is it possible? So when I look at repair, it adds a level of, I suppose, realism. Continual repair. It adds a level of... Yeah, I really don't know what it really adds, repair. It's that satisfying hammer on anvil sound. It's the satisfying knowledge that you've cleaned it up again. But I don't think it's really fun. it's okay. It's a little extra step to do. So them getting rid of it, I'm totally fine with that. I think we don't need to be here, right? If you're always succeeding, are you really succeeding? Like I said, some people are fine with always succeeding. I prefer to fail and then succeed. It feels more meaningful. I guess we do need to be in here. And it's nice to have a little punishment for dying to make it feel meaningful. Since you're not playing hardcore, you don't want to be permadeath on your character. What to do if a person always fails? So, if you always fail, there's the chance for improvement and seeking outside help, like guides or friends. Right? And then you can suddenly succeed, which can be very satisfying. But what usually happens, if someone always fails and either doesn't get help or doesn't want help, is they just quit the game forever. So, I had this with a lot of games in the past. Like, let's say Monkey Island or something. I remember one time I was playing Monkey Island. And I was on a boat. And I was in the cargo hold, trapped. And the only way to escape the ship was to use your ring, your diamond ring, and to cut a hole out of the viewfinder window with your diamond ring. So there you were, using every single object in your inventory on every single interactable object on the ship, and you never logically reached the conclusion that you should use the diamond ring on the window. How did you make your character that attractive? Oh, this is gonna sound weird now, but you asked the question and I did not pay him to ask. I tried to make it look like me. But again, not a paid actor. I just took away all the jewelry, all the tattoos. Tried to make it my skin color, my hair, my eyes.
Must be deeper down. Locked.
Over here. I can squeeze through to the other side.
Is that why you chose Necro? I mean, Necro has the most emaciated body, so it looked the most like me, if I'm being honest. Emaciated, bloodshot eyes.
Fight's coming to us this time.
Sure, the dialogues were good. It's just, if you always fail, you will quit the game, and that is not in the advantage of a live service game in particular, but not really for any game. So for instance, in strategy games, turn-based strategy games, what often happens is that people end up leaving a bad review if they feel the AI is too good. Like Civilization or Planet 4, whatever. They'll literally complain that the barbarians that I clear without an afterthought, they say they're too hard, they cannot progress. And then they give a bad review. So you see, there's very little incentive for a developer to make really difficult, challenging AI. Because some people just can't help themselves. Even when they choose hardest AI that no one forced them to do, they will complain it's too hard. Rather than just picking easy AI, they will complain that the hardest AI is too hard. Because they want to be able to complete the hardest AI in the game without overly much difficulty. Which doesn't seem logical to me. I think if it's too hard, go easier. If the easiest is too hard, that's a problem. But of course, everyone wants to be able to feel like Superman and be able to complete all the content in the game. And I think that's fine. So developers will choose ways to make most or all of the content possible for most or all of the players. And if you really are a daredevil, a challenge seeker, which I know many of you, especially on my stream, are. Real skilled god gamers. What you can always do... Oh, let me pick something good. Corpse explosion, love it. What you can always do is make it artificially harder for yourself. Say for instance you're a god Warcraft 3 gamer. You could decide to play with only one hero and nothing else. And just go full Rambo mode. So now you've said, I don't mind that the developer didn't make it harder. Even medium skill gamers can complete insane AI. And I'll just play with only one hero. +1 life on kill, scythe better. It's coming, simple as that.
I'm not dying here.
But it's impossible to win with only one hero against an entire army.
An opening.
I invite you to check out my YouTube channel. Yes, I am all painted gold. You decide the difficulty challenge for yourself. That is a good look on things. Very interesting. I've done that with games. Only do this if you completed the game. Exactly. There's this Heroes of Might and Magic streamer that I follow. The Known World. And I saw him play Heroes of Might and Magic like that. So it's a departure from, let's say... It's a departure from saying, hey, I need to play the game, metagame it, play it like a pro and stuff. Because... You know, we know esports. Esports is awesome, and min-maxing things is awesome. But do you need to min-max everything you play, or is enjoyment of the game the most important? And how do you enjoy it is different from others. So, let's say you play Heroes of Might and Magic, and you just want to play one hero, and you don't want to do the whole rigmarole where you use one hero and pass units to the next hero, and then you pass units to the next hero, and then you pass units to the next. Because it's kind of a tedious mechanic. And guess what? We just don't do it. We just make a challenge where we play only one hero. And the same thing in any game.
We need reinforcements.
No, we can...
Oh, I'm kind of moving on from them, Broken. I'll do a revisit to it, but... Can you enjoy games without min-maxing, Grubby, after so many years of pro gaming? Yeah, I think it takes a conscious effort to turn off the pro gaming engine inside my heart, Sushi Core, and to allow myself to play games like when I was a kid. Which is to say, with a timeless enjoyment, doing things that I thought are cool. It took some effort, and I feel like it's very rewarding to be able to do that, and to be able to do that again. So yeah, I have managed to start achieving that.
What is this?
How your mind races.
She has really good voice acting.
Yes.
Dude, it was crazy. I saw that the Transformers actress was announcing people's deaths and stuff. I gotta say, I felt a lot of FOMO when D4 came out and I wasn't playing it immediately. But never as much as when a bona fide Hollywood actress would say the name of the first deaths in hardcore. Oh, I have Corpse Explosion now. There's just something about getting like an immortalized clip of someone saying your name that doesn't know you for something you did in a game. My guess is you'll enjoy it, Khalid. Oh, Corpse Explosion is sick. Did someone say your name? What? Well, what's the... Megan Fox, that's the one. Megan Fox was announcing when people died, Asmongold or Shroud or whatever. She's not my favorite actress, but it's still pretty cool to see, let's say, the fourth wall broken of the real world, Hollywood, and then games, and then to have them announce your death. I think that's super cool. New ability. Corpse explosion upgrade. Don't I have... Oh, I don't have skill points. Hey, you're using hyperchat. Khalid, I think you're the first to use hyperchat. I don't even think I have alerts set up for it. You're the first to use it here. Thanks, man. How bad is Nick at Warcraft 3? I'd say 2 out of 10. He's not a 1 out of 10. Am I in the right place? Yeah. I saw that you gotta be careful how you use hyperchat. Because they used the... So, here's the thing, right? In the Netherlands, you split decimals with a comma. And you split triples of zeros for millions with a dot. But in English, it's the opposite. You split decimals with a dot. And the comma is used for triple zeros. So Twitch, of course, is going to use the English method. But some Europeans may try to use the comma. So if you try to hyperchat to a streamer and you want to donate like $13.37 and you write 13,37, you would be donating $1,300. So be very careful. Do not use commas when trying to decimal. The same in Sweden? Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Why is Twitch warning me before entering Grubby's stream? I guess because I'm playing a mature game. Is Diablo 4 considered a mature game? Wait, let me check. Yeah, this is a mature rated video game that may not be suitable for some viewers. So I'm not going to talk about mature topics. But the game is still very grisly, with depictions of blood, murder, dismembering, disemboweling, slaughtering, quartering, beheading, choking, exploding, bits and so on. Oh damn, now I went to go and say it as well. Is he Khalid? Okay, I want to revise my claim in the stream title that I'm the world's fastest Diablo 4 speedrunner. This may have been a baseless brag, but it still went a lot faster than the first time. And I do think it's nice to play with a friend, even if he's mute because he's a dog. Logan. You can play with up to how many? 4, right? Four party, yeah. Nice.
I'm out of essence.
How did Logan accept TOS of D4? Well, he's 8 years old. That's essentially like 60 years old in human age. So he's more than well enough. Corpse explosion radius is increased. And deals increased damage to people that are vulnerable. Becomes a darkness skill instead of exploding. Releases a vile miasma.
You're sick,
I love vile miasmas.
Are any carpal tunnel enjoyers?
It's true that you have to be careful. I want to use this chance as a disclaimer. Anytime you feel discomfort in one of your hands or arms, take a break. Very important. Take a break. And also reevaluate your sitting and gripping position. I have never had carpal, even though I'm a very avid gamer. And I do agree that Diablo and World of Warcraft are more at risk because there are no natural breaks. So you have to take your own breaks for responsible gaming, okay? Alright.
You've mastered your fear, but I still sense your pain.
Grubby, I was hoping you'd pick Druid because you're Orc Lord and not Undead. I know I'm not Undead. The thing is, I've always enjoyed the Undead factions. Except in Warcraft 3. Because I feel like many games make Necromancy feel and look really attractive via the vibe. Take for instance Heroes of Might and Magic Necropolis. Oh, I love fighting fatties. They always look so cool. Can't really zoom in. Like, look at Necropolis in Home 3. It's so good.
Finally managed to catch a stream again. Good to see you play Diablo and looking forward to Div 2 later. Los's best girl Grubble.
Thanks, dude. Ancient's Totem. Oh, he came to bring more creeps. Oh, dude! Why does Vile Miasma make everything so dark? Release a Vile Miasma. But it doesn't explode anymore, so I guess you just cast it once and you don't spam it too much. I need to get to the next waypoint so I can continue next time without redoing this part. One more turn. Oh! Oh my god! Help! Skeletons! Save me! That was scary. We almost died. Do you pick up your own loot? Or do you compete with your ally? Own loot, it's not D2. I mean, D2 was insane for that. That feels like Dota 2, where you have to compete with your allies. How do you guys feel about is the customizability of your skill tree in Diablo 4? Do you feel like there's enough unique builds and modifiers to the spells to make them feel different? Nope, my druid can only do pulverize or hurricane. So the good thing there, of course, is that can still be improved.
This area. It looks like the same kind of magic as before.
Right, with future expansion or what have you.
I think I can dispel it.
Pigeonholes into the best builds for endgame progression similar to D2. Which is of course interesting. You don't have to progress to endgame. Of course you would want to if you want to put a lot of time into it. I mean, it's the same in Warcraft 3. Anytime you let a suitably big player base figure out a game, of course the player base will always find the best way to play. Warcraft 3 doesn't have that many options too. And any game that where I guess you have more options than that, would probably be more mature, and the dev will have had more chance to iron out extra builds or rebalancing. It's literally not true you can play multiple functional builds in different ways. Oh. All your passives only work for the bone skills, so you have to get to the bone skills.
There she is.
Oh yeah. This is where we kill the mama. She has very few health. But we had... Oh yeah, we have to kill the channelers. Oh. No corpses for me to use. Oops. Oh, I can use the immune witch to get my spell effect back. Blinded. Oh, it's a silence too. Oops. I finished the campaign yesterday. I'm glad you can skip it on your other characters if you've completed it at least once. Yeah, it needs to be that way, right? But what I don't like is that you have to hold escape, which is like a console system. So it's kind of slow. You can't just hit escape once. I get that they don't want to skip it. But that's typical for games that are crossplay, that you have to hold something. Generally, this is good for console, but PC don't need it. Is this campaign? Yeah, we're doing the main storyline. Oh, the silence is on the outskirts of this battleground. I'm out of healing potions. How long does vulnerable last? And is there a way for me to see it? Let me see. Oh, I see it now. It's the 3 arrows underneath it. No, it's not. Terran style stutter step. It's the purple bar around the life bar. Oh, I see it. Cheers. That's what people want from an ARPG in a Dural. I suppose ARPG, it's not necessarily for people to, let's say, crack really difficult issues like, compared to an RTS. Not everyone wants to learn an RTS, where if you don't have the right build order, you literally cannot win a game against AI or multiplayer. Not everyone wants that. Do we just TP? Where's Logan? I guess we TP. The level scaling is weird. Who scales up, who scales down, it's impossible to tell. Yeah, because... You mean because the enemies are always scaled towards your own level. So you can't go back to like Act 1, Dungeon 1, and then one-shot everything, which can feel fun. I personally find it fun to compare my progress. An area that was hard at first, and then I come back, and then it's easier because I'm strong now. But here, everything will be matched to your level. But there's pros and cons to everything, so here at least, if you go somewhere, you can still get relevant amounts of experience and items from them, because everything scales up. So it makes it more relevant to go to the different places, instead of just one place, I suppose. I wish I didn't know about level scaling. Psychologically, it messed with me. I know exactly what you mean. But if you really look at all the points of level scaling, the pluses and minuses, you'll see that there's no simple answer. Okay, I think this is a good point to call the day and to continue tomorrow. Because we just completed the quest. And we can go to the next one next time. We're at the waypoint. So, awesome. Thank you so much, Blizzard, for sponsoring this playthrough to show the game to people. You guys may have seen the command in the chat. That's how you can get Diablo if you like what you see so far and you want to play this game. A lot of people on my friend list are playing, so it must be good. As you can see. A lot of people that I used to play Warcraft 3 against. Which I will go do again right now. Look, Mana. Sensfed. Woodpecker Spire. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Diablo 4 Necro run. Bit of a speed run through the story. Thanks for playing with me as well, Candy Bombers, aka Logan. I'll see you guys next time. And I'm gonna go play some WC3. And then after that, go to the next game that will be in the title. Alright.